Hi, Jeanette and Ran. I'm here at 2109 University in Mountain View, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little under 2,000 square feet, built in 2006, so it is on the newer side. This is the one that's on the corner lot, intersection of what we believe to be two busy streets, and we were partially right. University is actually very quiet, but Rengstorff is pretty busy, and you can hear it from inside. Also, I'm just going to go around here in the front. We originally thought that the garage might be on the university side, but it's actually on Rengstorff. So, as Jeanette mentioned, at least the driveway here allows you to back up and exit facing forward rather than backing out. But anyhow, there is a good amount of traffic, and when we go inside, you'll be able to hear the traffic. The one good thing is about a block and a half, if you can see all the way down there, is a park. It's a pretty good size children's park. I'd say that this is walkable, but again, you're walking among some traffic on Rengstorff, but University is a quieter street. Just as a heads up, so I'm not sure if you had a chance to take a look at an example video that I sent earlier, but this is a 360-degree video, so at any point you can look up, down, left, and right on YouTube by dragging your mouse and cursor on the screen, and if you're looking on a mobile, you can use the accelerometer to view all angles. I do talk and walk fast, so although you can look around while the video is playing, you can also pause it and then get a better look of all angles, again, up, down, left, and right. All right, so let's go inside. So here, the entry, so you can hear the noise. They do have this nice little deck here. It looks to be fairly new. It's a little uneven, just most likely because of building around this tree here. It's actually pretty tight. So at some point, as the tree grows, this is going to be affected. But the deck does appear to be fairly new, but a little uneven on the floors. I'll come back outside to take a look more about the yard, but again, it's low maintenance from the artificial grass and concrete. So the house itself, as far as length and width, is fairly small. They built up. It's pretty close to neighbors. We'll take a closer look at that when we go outside. But again, length and width is fairly small, and it just goes up. So the whole place has been remodeled. You could probably tell from that in the pictures. Renovating is probably a better way to describe it. I'm not sure if they moved walls or anything like that. That would be in the disclosures, but the floors are new. A lot of the countertops, kitchen, and bathroom are new, and new paint. So here we'll start. This one, I would say, is a living room here in front. Again, not the best separation between rooms, but you can see that they're distinct. So here in the front would be your living area. Here is your dining area. And then it flows here to the family room. So again, fairly small because of the dimensions on the length and width. A good sized kitchen. You could probably fit an island here if you wanted to, probably a narrow one, but it is an open kitchen. Some of the space is wasted. Again, why you could put in an island to get more surface area for cooking, etc. The appliances appear to be all brand new as well. But again, this is going to be the same modern feel that you'll have in newer construction, even though this was built in 2006. Some of those that you're looking at have obviously just been built this year or haven't been built yet. So you do get that newness. Okay, so let's see, before we go outside, let's go take a look at upstairs in the bedrooms. Here's the half bath. Again, pretty narrow, but functional for guests. The one thing that this doesn't have, which I know is a, not a must, but there is no bedroom here on the first floor. So all the rooms, let's see, all 4 of them are upstairs. Okay, so you got a closet here in the entryway, and then your staircase. It is a little bit dark. There's trees that are blocking a lot of the light. It doesn't feel that the trees are actually blocking any of the noise. It's not that dense, but I think what the trees are doing right now for this property is making it not as bright, at least downstairs. Upstairs you'll get a little bit more light. So here we are in the master. Interesting, they didn't finish this with the baseboards in the rooms upstairs. So no baseboards down here, easy to put on. And I didn't ask you about your preference between hardwood surfaces and carpet, but the rooms have carpet and the living areas have hardwood. So there's a walk-in closet for Jeanette. Good sized walk-in closet. I'll just point out here, we didn't talk specifically about it, but it was one of the questions I put in the email in terms of privacy from neighbors. You're higher, so it's not so much of a concern from your point, but you can see into all of your neighbors' yards. Again, they are really close, so when you're downstairs, they can see in, and you'll be able to get a better idea of that when we go outside. So here's another angle. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually not talk for a little bit, and you can hear the street noise, but when trucks roll by, it's fairly noticeable. So it's going to be, appears to be, I mean, right now it's a little bit before 11, so even off peak, it's a considerable amount of traffic flow. These windows are dual pane, and so there's actually triple panes in the first place that we purchased, Jessica and I, that I referenced, that disaster. We actually put in soundproof windows, which is another layer. So we had 4 paned windows essentially, and even that wasn't enough to block it. So here I would say if you had soundproof windows, it could reduce a lot of it. It's not as bad as my place, but again, that's it can get costly to have to put that on the whole house. So here's the master bathroom, again, fully remodeled, and decent size master bath, toilet, shower, and then your double vanity. There's no door here, so it's something that you could put in if you wanted to have a little bit more privacy between the bed and the bathroom. And then upstairs we've got vaulted ceilings, semi-high, so it makes it feel a little bit more spacious upstairs. All right, so that was the master, and then here we'll go to bedroom number 2. So the rooms are on the smaller size, but again, considering that this is 4 bedrooms and a little under 2,000 square feet, they're going to be on the smaller side. Okay, so bedroom number 2, and then here is the second full bathroom. Again, everything has been updated. I like these rainfall downspouts. Well, that's easy to do in any house, but anyhow, and then some closet space here for towels, etc. There's this little nook. Probably could put either a table here or some plants. maybe fake plants. And then here is bedroom number 3, about the same size. This one does have a walk-in closet, a small one though. It's pretty deep. So there we are. And again, this one has a view of the deck. And then we'll go to the 4th bedroom. And this one is the smallest room. So this one just has a standard closet. Okay, so separation. I know it would be ideal to have a bedroom downstairs, but all 4 are upstairs. It is a little tight. All the rooms are pretty close together. It can be a good, or again, positives and negatives, a good or a bad thing, depending on how loud the kids get. But just something to think about in terms of the layout and the spacing between the rooms. So we'll go back downstairs and then take a look at outside. This is just my own, perception, but for a little under 2,000 square feet, it does feel on the smaller side. So I'm not sure. That's one thing that sometimes gets debated, is how to measure the square footage. It's fairly easy, but sometimes the listings aren't fully accurate. So here's the garage. Normally they shouldn't, I don't have a key for this one, but they shouldn't add square footage from the garage. It doesn't appear there's a in-law or anything, so that's not included. But anyhow, the garage is detached, so coming home, again, the garage facing Rengsdorf, busy street, you'll have to come outside and come here through the back. But again, it's it's a good amount of space for the lot. I believe it's a little under 6,000 square feet for the total lot size. So the yard, this little door here kind of separates the outdoor front deck area, and then kids can play out here. So sorry, we'll walk back down to the other side. Long strips of the artificial grass. So again, good amount of play area, but you're outside and you're really going to hear a lot of this traffic. So if you're looking for a peaceful setting outdoor, in the outdoor living space, this property is not going to offer that. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to just, after our conversation, get a feel for the areas, and then stop by this property. And this is just an example of how it'll be really easy after our first outing to vet properties, because I can go see these at any point, point out the red flags, and give you some commentary on your criteria and what you're looking for. So that way, you won't have to go look at everything that may be interesting online. We can vet them, and then if something or a property checks out after the video, then we can take a look. So my personal feeling about this is the traffic is pretty loud and is not going to be ideal for you, but we'll come out and take a look for yourself, and then see what your tolerance level is for something like this. Okay, so I will send this to you and then talk to you soon. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Rand.